All right, everybody, welcome to your daily reading. Today is January 6th, 2023. It's the day of the full moon, so I'll have a separate video up for that if it's not up already. And we're just going to do this daily reading with the Queen of the Moon Oracle as our main feature instead of a regular tarot card. So this is going to be the Wolf Moon. January full moon is known as. Okay. All right, I looked at the bottom of the deck just because I habitually do that, but we have the new beginnings here. This is actually a new moon, so this could be alluding to the later end of the month, but I feel like, a lot of us, I know I did personally focus on the new moon at the end of December, the 23rd, 24th, around that time, setting intentions there for the new year. So I was preparing myself to walk through the month of January, named for the god Janus of doorways and new beginnings. So here we are in new beginnings in January. Okay. All right. But there is a full moon pictured in the card. I never understood that, but okay. All right, it's full moon day. So, and tropical astrology, it's full moon in Cancer, which is my sun sign. And this full moon is actually conjunct my sun. So it should be an interesting day for me. We'll see how this reading turns out. All right. And we're going to get our heavenly bodies here. But in sidereal astrology, it's going to be in Gemini. All right. So January 6th, though, that's going to be a value of 14 if you add that up. And 14th major arcana in the tarot is the Temperance card, ruled by Sagittarius. We are still in Sagittarius season in sidereal astrology, but Temperance is all about patience, balance, alchemy, transmutation from lower to higher energies. And 14 also reduces to number 5, which are all about transition and change. So, all right, let's start out. Let's see, what Queen of the Moon card did we get? Fear. Wow, the Waxing Gibbous. All right, well, I did mention it's the Cancer full moon. It's highly emotional for some people. This could just be, again, a self-limiting belief, or she's kind of suppressing a part of herself down there, maybe not acknowledging the part of herself that needs love or attention at this time. It's too scary to open that door and face that fear at the time. But let's not forget we have new beginnings underneath here too. So this could be, today is the first day of the rest of your life, right? They say you can be freeing yourself today. Free yourself of the fear. Learning to master your anxiety by dealing with it in healthy ways, not self-destructive pattern anymore, but self-empowering. Okay, and then the Rose Oracle, we have Come to Me. Attracting like a rose, receive abundance and desires. Okay, so fear might be what is blocking this desire to attract and manifest. Because what do they say? Animals can smell fear. I think humans can too. We can kind of sense if you're sensitive and you're used to feeling these energies. I don't know if when you get near somebody, you can recognize that they're on a different frequency than you. They don't align to you. It's lower, or it's maybe bringing you down when you're around someone. I would say pay attention to your energy when you're in the company of others. And you'll notice if they lift your mood or they bring it down. So some of you might have been afraid to let go of a person who you know is not the best for you, whether it be a friend, a family member, a loved one, something like that. But it's really your strength to release that person from your life, release the fear of loss or being alone or hurting their feelings. It's prioritizing yourself and your own well-being. I mean, you're trying to attract these beautiful new things into your life, but it's being possibly hindered by an unhealthy connection to someone. Because look at all the cords that she has to these crows. These could be past relationships or unhealthy relationships. Is she controlling them, or are they controlling her? The cage with the door closed is significant too, and it's like this person's true self is, maybe you're afraid to show your true self because the last time you did that, somebody took advantage of it or didn't receive it well, so it's become like conditioned for you to push it back down and hide it. But you can't, again, attract these beautiful things into your life if you're not being your authentic self, if you're not vibrating at your God given frequency, if you've let others' frequencies or your environment kind of infiltrate your energy field here, then maybe it's time to do some self care, some cleansing, some realigning. Sound therapy can help with that. Tibetan singing bowls, things like that can help break these patterns that we have found ourselves locked into, not by our own, desire or will. It's just kind of these things happen when we don't prioritize ourselves. We let others lead us instead of leading ourselves into this prosperity and abundance and everything that you desire. Okay, and finally, the planetary or heavenly bodies card. House 5. I did mention today's a 5-day, so that's transition and change. The 5th house would be Leo, and that is creativity, passion, play, children, confidence. So yeah, there's like all this beauty inside of you. Your heart wants to sing. Maybe some of you have stage fright, or you're, like I said, you're afraid to be your authentic self. And this is telling you that the more honest and true you are to your identity, I mean, sometimes some of you don't even know who you are. It could be a good day to reflect on that. But the more true you are to yourself, and you let your creativity shine instead of being caged in like this, then that's what's going to allow the abundance to come through, that the new beginnings are going to open up, the doors are going to open. When you allow yourself, give yourself permission to resonate, to let your heart sing, to let your light shine. I mean, unfortunately, you are going to attract these darker entities in the process. But I mean, that's just a side effect of doesn't mean you shouldn't shine your light. It means you should strengthen your shields. Okay, or practice cleansing, detoxing, salt baths, saging, things like that. Defense magic. Whatever it takes to keep yourself strong, protected, and shining bright as you were intended. All right, so now, oh, I apologize for that loud bang, but I was shaking my treasure chest and the hook came undone. So these 3 fell out, the rest went on the floor. But I think that was way too many on the floor. All right, let's see what we got here. These 3 will suffice. We have 3 cards, 3 angels. The first one, vision. Okay. Clarity of vision. I think that's what you're doing. You're envisioning what it is that you'd like to attract. That vision's going to get clearer and clearer the more familiar you become with yourself and what your truth is. Openness, yeah. You have to be open to receive. If you're closing yourself off or garbling or mucking up? I don't know where these terms are coming from. I'm sorry, but it's like when you're congesting the lines of communication and the lines of manifestation with other people's energy or low frequencies, then the message can't get through if you're not tuned to the right channel, right? So you have to be open to experiencing a different frequency than you're used to. And next we have presence, staying present. With the fear card, it feels a lot like anxiety. You know, they say anxiety is when you're living in the future and depression's when you're living in the past. This is telling you to be present, and that's going to help, again, open up those doors, open up the flow of creativity and communication. Clarity of vision will come to you as well, the more present you are. Okay. Well, this was a bit of a longer reading, but, it's a full moon, and I think I'll do a pick a card for that, so I should have that out today as well. Alrighty, I hope you all enjoyed this reading. Take care, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.